Welcome to the App Showcase, where we review Microsoft-related apps primarily from the App Store. In support of our customers' need to do market research on apps such as these, SV MacPack started recording our review of these apps. We're a certified veteran-owned and HUBZone consulting firm supporting the U.S. federal government, though we hope these reviews help you as well. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Virto Event Calendar. It's an app off the Microsoft App Store. As always, I'll move fast, pointing out what I like and what would make me hesitate to recommend this app to my customers. My goal is to be as candid as I would be if just talking to my own team about this app. Hopefully the review helps you and perhaps even provides good feedback to the publisher of this app. Let's go ahead and get started on the Microsoft App Store. We'll take a look at this publisher's page for the app. I'll zoom in here a little bit. I like starting on the left-hand side and working my way down. It's got a lot of ratings, 35 ratings, 5-star ratings. I don't know why I always point that out because who really knows about it? And you click on it, there's only a few reviews. So 35 ratings and there's only 4 reviews. And I read these reviews already, and basically they're all saying I really like SharePoint calendars and they're giving credit to this app. I don't mean for that to say that this app isn't good. I'm just saying I don't have a lot of faith in the reviews. So I'm starting to have a little less faith in the ratings as well. But I think we figured it out ourselves. Let's go ahead and zoom in. The price is $300. I didn't see anything else that explained it even more, but that's a good start to the price there. And then coming down, you'll notice that it hasn't been updated in 1, 2, 3 years. So it's a long time, very long time. It's working on its 4th year. It got just dropped out there, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. We're going to see what it can do. But basically, it looks like it allows you to have different events that pop up. And rather than look at the text, let's look at the pictures here because they tell 1,000 words. The first one's a video. I'm going to skip that. This one is you can organize your schedule using a modern interface. So I'm assuming they mean... this doesn't even make sense, in a modern interface, because that's what Microsoft now calls SharePoint Online, right, in 2016. But I think they just meant making this look cool. We go to the next one. It shows you how you can create, looks like you can create a calendar, add the types in. No, this is an event, excuse me. So you can put the details, and we'll try that and see what it's like. You can put pictures, etc. So they're showing here, if you click on click on event, like on the 29th, it pops up, shows you some details. So let's go ahead and see how intuitive this is. I'm going to scoot on in. Right here to site contents, we'll go down to the bottom and Virto Event Viewer. That's the one we want. So when we click on it, the first thing we get is this. I'm just going to get rid of this little marketing pitch that just walks us through some of the stuff. I did want to show you these. So here's some events that are in here. You can create a calendar. I already created a test calendar to figure out the process. We'll come back to that in a second. And here, I do like this. You can quickly add in what the group is. And I'm assuming when you do that it updates all the lists and libraries supporting it for security, but we'll figure that out. And then some of this other stuff is just really basic. I would like to know how you could change that, but this is a good configuration for the tool. I like that a lot. And then if you don't see this part, here they're doing a great thing I think developers should do when they build add-ons or apps, is to tell me what lists are in the background. Some of these lists and libraries are hidden, and so I won't be able to see them. And it's great that they give you access. So let's click on the settings list, for example. When we click on that and open it up, it takes me into the settings, and I don't know what's there. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's actually open the types list. Okay, so these types, I'll show you those in a second, but I put those in a minute ago. So let's come back here to the calendar. And I want to walk you through the process that I did. It was kind of intuitive. I could choose a calendar, or I could create a new calendar. And here I'm creating a new one. So let's call this unit main calendar, right? And then you can put in types, and this is not overly intuitive, but because I read it, I think I have an idea that the types are the type of events, and that's why I put in promotion, but it's right there. So it's showing you that once you type it once, it's got it and it keeps finding it. So awards ceremony, I can do retirements, clearly coming from the military side. And then and let's just call the last one birthday. So you see as I'm typing this one, there's nothing there. But when I hit enter, it adds it in. And I'm assuming when I come back to refresh this page, we'll now see birthday in the list. There it is at the bottom. Let's go ahead and go back to the calendar. We're creating a calendar. So the view is straightforward. I'm just going to go with default. Sorry, let me zoom in a little bit. So this is an interesting way of doing this for the developer. They took a lookup, what I'm assuming is a lookup list, and created it as a drag and drop. So I like that functionality where you can just drag these available properties over into the selected properties. I'm not going to do a featured image. Ah, that's interesting. Look at that. I can't drag and drop it back. Come on, publishers. Let's fix that. But I do like how you can drag and drop it. I like how you can move them around. So I can move this. That's funny. A while ago, I could drag these up and down. Don't know why it's not working at the moment. Same thing over here. If I drag these in, I swear it worked earlier when I was showing it. It looked pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and see what we got. So we created a quick little calendar. The calendar is now created, right? And it says to do this, we go to our home page. Remember, this is not training, so I'm going really fast. Going to add this calendar in here. I know it's an app part, so I'm going to Virto Event Viewer. Hitting add. So apparently I have 6 days left. I got to configure the web part. Edit the web part here. Let me zoom. Whoa. Fill in the calendar list category. Well, I'm assuming it's trying to give me guidance about over here on the tool pane. Yeah, so it's funny. So you put this information in. So let's say unit main calendar. And now we'll say okay and see what happens. Let me go ahead and save out and see what it looks like on a normal page. Okay, so basically it's a calendar. Jump months. While that does look kind of handy, it's not a feature that I would recommend they have in there because users just aren't familiar with it. So here it's showing the February in 2018. That's just not a normal way of they're trying to make the calendar look unique and different. That's actually not a good idea. So let's add an event in and see what it does. Concise. Really? Neil's birthday. It's funny. I mean, and I'm clearly not missing something. This window just became this scroll bar. And the last thing I ever want to hear a developer say to me is, oh, what browser are you using? Doesn't matter. A good app will work in all versions. The type, so it looks like, so I don't like this because you have to start typing something. You should be able to hit a drop down. You know, like I know that there's retirement, and so it comes up. But this just basically, you know what, and I'm sorry. So I'm going to stop because there's no way I would ever recommend this to a customer, certainly not recommending it to you. I gave it a little demo, but it's so far outside of any of the standards for apps out there. When I look for SharePoint apps or anything in the Microsoft stack, I expect it to look as close as possible to Microsoft Word or SharePoint or Teams or any of that stuff. All of us third-party people should be trying to make it look like Microsoft stuff so it fits in there. And so when a company makes it look too unusual, it's very hard on my users from an adoption standpoint and a usability standpoint. And I would never put this in front of them to, you know, make them go through that. So anyways, in case it wasn't clear, as a recap, I'm recommending you skip the app. I hope you found the review useful, though, as you evaluate various apps available to you and your organization. Please provide me feedback in the comments. Let me know how I can make the App Showcase channel and these reviews more useful to you. Feel free to even suggest apps we should review, and we'll work to get them on the schedule. Finally, if you found the review helpful, please share a note about it on one of the social media platforms. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for other reviews.